Back in 1977, Carlos was walking down the street in Allston.
Hi everybody, my name is Carlos.
Saw a pizza shop and had an idea. Let's go now to 2023, where I'm here today at Carlos's Cucina Italiana, which draws in visitors from all over the world.
Fabulous cooks.
To try Carlos's authentic Italian food. I'm gonna eat this whole thing. Hi, Brian and Willie.
Hi, Alika.
What are you going to make for us today?
Linguini frutti di mare in a fra diavolo sauce.
So what's in that?
We're going to do mussels, clams, calamari, and jumbo shrimp in a spicy plum tomato sauce over a bed of linguini.
I can't wait to watch Willie's magic.
And the key here is you got to brown the garlic. It's really going to make the garlic sweeter. So he just adds everything all at once. He's going to hit it with a little bit of white wine. PEI mussels in there, jumbo shrimp, calamari rings, and little neck clams. Just added some cherry tomatoes and some fresh basil. A little touch of chicken stock, Thai chili peppers in there.
So when people hear Diavolo, they know there's going to be a little kick to it.
A little bit, yeah. And we can make it as spicy or as mild as you want. Add a little bit of the plum tomato sauce here, and then we're just going to leave that there.
So I would imagine, Brian, that also putting a second pan on it is going to help to sear the flavor in.
Right. And then we just wait. It doesn't take long. Shellfish is really, really quick to cook. We just want to make sure that the sauce really comes together. We just put in some nice fresh parsley. Just adding a little bit of the sauce from the shellfish over to the separate pan so we can heat up the pasta there. Make sure the linguine is cooked al dente. We add it to the sauce and we're going to let it cook down just a little bit. Toss it up. Make sure that it gets all the sauce on there. Adding a little parsley now just for a little color. A couple of cherry tomatoes. Wow, look at that. Now we're going to move over to the shellfish which we had on that other pan, and he's going to lay them out little by little to make it look nice, pretty. Now he just topped it off with the calamari, a little basil on top, and there you go, linguini frutti di mare fra diavolo.
All right, and here we have it, Willie's masterpiece. Yes, and you know, Willie, this is heavy. I'm gonna go take a walk. No, you know what? I'm gonna go run 10 miles. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna eat this whole thing. Okay, so hold this. I'll be right back. Don't let anybody take it. Okay, all right, be right back.
I used to own the restaurant for 40-some years, and Willie started to work for me, and then he's going to be a chef. And every dish that he makes become out really, really good.
Thank you for joining us today, Brian, and I see you have the rest of the team here. Who's with us today?
So today we have my wife Cecilia, we have Willie, who's the chef, makes the magic, and we're here with Carlo, who's the original owner.
And how did you and Carlo meet?
This used to be a pizza place, and Carlo used to have arcade games in the corner. So every day after school, I would come in and play the arcade games. So one day, I go up and I ask Carlo to make the change for $1, because it ran on quarters. And Carlo says to me, "Hey you want a job?" I said, "Okay." And that's how it started. I showed up that Saturday, and 30 some odd years later, I'm still here.
And when did you take over the whole restaurant?
We took over about 4.5 years ago.
Tell us about these wonderful dishes here.
We're gonna start with the ensalada alla noce. It's an arugula salad, tossed with balsamic vinegar, olive oil, salt, pepper, and we top it with walnuts and goat cheese, and boss pears, and we top it with balsamic glaze. Then we have the linguini frutti di mare. It's mussels, clams, calamari, and shrimp in a spicy plum tomato sauce over linguine cooked al dente. I also have this brontosaurus rib over here. It's a 16-ounce veal chop. It's more like 20, but who's counting? We stuff it with roasted peppers, spinach, top it with mozzarella cheese, served with a little bit of asparagus risotto, and on the bottom there you'll see the marsala wine sauce with mushrooms, carrots, and some zucchini. I also have chicken and eggplant parm here. Can't go to any Italian restaurant without getting chicken parm, right? So chicken and eggplant parm, marinara sauce, topped with mozzarella cheese, and usually we get a side of pasta with it as well. Lastly, we have the chicken irene, and this is a special dish for us. The chicken irene is named after Carlo's wife, who recently passed. So this is her dish, and it's kind of a remembrance or homage to her. So there you go.
I'm grateful for Irene too. And I'm also grateful that all of you took the time to talk with me today. Thank you very much.
No problem, thank you.
Thank you. I'm Italian and I never ever eat Italian food outside of the house.
She's been coming in for years and
For
years,
years and
20-some years.
And Brian, I love like a son.
From the beginning until today, Carlo's Cucina Italiana is all about family and great food. Well, that's my perspective. Hey, New England, what's your perspective? Carlo's Cucina Italiana in Allston, Mass.